Good, beautiful morning, lads. It is 5:32, July 20th, 2022. It's beautiful, 70 degrees. That's the coldest it's going to get. We're having some brekkie on the road. And taking the kayak out to a local pond. And great success with bass from the shore. And see if we can do a little better in the kayak, get in the reeds, fish around, try and set a personal best. Have a good day. Probably fished there for a few hours this morning. It's going to be 105 today, so can't stay there long. So, should be a good day. We made it to the pond. I'm gonna fish the shore a little bit. There's already surfacing coming up. I'm not sure if you can see it. Tons of little bluegill in here. Bass out in the middle feeding, birds. We'll work the shore just for like 10 minutes probably, and then get the kayak loaded up in that lake and see how we can do. We are officially on the water. The water is really warm. I have never been on this pond before from the water, so this should be really, really interesting. See if we can hit some of these toolies from an angle we've never hit before. Catch ourselves a topwater fish, get them on a frog, get them on a whopper plopper, something like that. We'll try a Texas rig. Anything else if that doesn't work. First fish of the day on a frog. Oh, come here, buddy. Okay, wait, you know what? No. Let's give him some line. And bring him here. Alrighty. Oh, that's a good fish. Beautiful hook set too. There we go, look at that. First fish of the day. See you later, bud. Ah, I love that. Oh, that's good. Cast right here in this hole of toolies. I just let it sit, yanked it a few times, started reeling, bam, he was on. Let's see if we can get some more.
Well, I just got a fish bigger than the last one that you guys just saw, but for whatever reason, my GoPro decided to take a poop and it would not turn on. But, I mean, that's what it did to my frog. Not a personal best by any means, but he was a good fish. I cast up into that hole over there, just let it sit. Boom, took it. Didn't even have to hook set. He had it so deep in his mouth. Man, good fish. Get some more, hopefully. Little update here. I fished that pond, got 5 bites, 2 fish landed on the frog. Kayak was fun. I ended up leaving at like 9. I was there for like 3 hours. Good day of fishing. And then I took my sister up to Heartland Christian Camp. So that's where I am now. They're like 4,500 feet. There's this little creek here that they dammed up. Supposedly they stocked it with rainbow trout. Gonna see if we can't find one. I've tried this hole for a little while. I'm not really seeing anything, so I'm gonna go downstream to probably part of the river below the dam, see if there's any natives in there or any guys that got out. But beautiful out here. Beautiful. So I just got done with a 3-mile hike from Heartland Camp. I just looked on my map, found this pond. There's a huge meadow over there, tons of cattle grazing. Come over there, see if I can show it to you guys. Astounding looking pond right here. I found a Senko right here on the rock, so I'm assuming whoever owns this fishes it, so here's to hoping. Let me give it a few casts. Little access area right here. That might be a bobber actually. And we'll see how it goes, but it's already beautiful. I saw a deer on the way in, tons of cattle, birds, caught a really cool feather. It's already worth it, so fish is just cherry on top, you know. Man, it's beautiful out here. Oh, look at this guy. Now that is a pretty fish. Oh my gosh. Let's go. Oh, let's go. Ooh. There we go. Okay. Ooh. Second one. Oh, he's bigger. Put those spines down. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Man. What a pretty fish. All right, let's just get him released and then I'll figure out this mess right here. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, there he is. Swam away. Let's go. Man, I have my ultralight rod, and these tiny little panfish go straight to the weeds, and then I can't really yank them out of there. It just makes it all bad for them. Then the weeds come up with me. These are technically the first bluegill on this rod. I've landed 1 trout, 1 bass, and now 2 mid-Sierra bluegill that are way more yellow than the bluegill down in the valley. It's really, really interesting. These dudes are hungry too. They're biting. Let's see if we can get another one here on camera. It's right about here that they bite. No. All right, not on that one. Let's go a little bit more center. Man, they're surfacing way out there in the pond. I mean, this is a small pond, but it's big enough. There could be some good sized fish in here. What happened to my lure? Man, I hate when rooster tails don't spin like they're supposed to. Some of them never do it, and then some of them you can't ever get to spin the way you want. It's weird. I went for a brown and gold color because this pond is kind of murky. Water's relatively clear. I mean, I can see my lure 2-3 feet down, but I can't see the bottom of the pond at all. So figured a natural color would do pretty good here. That's probably what they're eating. Just nothing but bugs out here. Maybe little fish, but as far as I can tell, there's just bass and bluegill in here. Be amazing if I got a trout. Tried a few different things. Put some soft plastics on, but I realized if I do get a bass, I saw a bass swimming around earlier. Oh, I had a bluegill follow it. If I do get a bass on this ultralight rod, he will most likely break the line. Worst case scenario, break my rod. So just gotta take the L and keep going for panfish here. These super cool mountain bluegill they got in here. I'm assuming it's something they eat, or maybe the sun exposure / snow that makes them so yellow in here compared to the traditional blue, green, purple. But it's cool nonetheless. I also have a bullet weight above my swivel, above my rooster tail, to give me some extra casting ability here and to keep it a little bit lower in the water, because I found that I was getting bites about 1.5 feet under the surface. Come on. No, not on that one either. And unfortunately, even though there's a lot of daylight left, my sister and brother-in-law are over at the camp in Heartland, and dinner will be at about 6, and I think it's going to take about an hour to hike back. So I'm going to go ahead and call it at 5. I mean, hey, I saw this on a map and I walked up not even knowing if there's fish in here. So this was pretty freaking awesome. Deer, cow, bluegill, bass, even though I didn't catch it. Oh, he was right next to it. Why don't you want this one? Man, if I came in here with a frog though, on my medium heavy pole, I cast all up in there, I know I'd get something. I keep seeing stuff move underneath it. Oh, there, something surfaced just right there. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Just one more bluegill, then I'll leave. Man, it is hot today, but every now and then, breeze picks up, and oh, it feels good up here. On my hike back, I get to cross over a ridge, and it was super windy on the ridge. Felt really good. Nothing on the slow retrieve. Man, that might be it for today. Oh man. Oh, that hike back was harder than anticipated, but I gave myself just the right amount of time. Ended up taking about an hour. Still haven't made it back to Heartland, but I'm on an actual paved road now. Oh man. I saw a deer when I was first going up. I was just trekking up the mountain. Good little doe. It was definitely worth it. Caught those mountain bluegill. Saw a beautiful meadow. Apparently that big mountain I was looking at is Big Baldy in Kings Canyon National Park. 8,000 elevation. I'm looking at it from about 4,500. So that was cool. I'm gonna try and make it back to camp, have some dinner, have a cold drink, and sit down because I think I'm getting blisters on my right foot. I slipped in the pond off a log. My right foot, right shoe got soaked up to my calf, so foot's nice and wet, and that does not help for calluses and blisters. Softens up your foot, so your skin gets eaten away. But it was worth it. Would have been cool to catch a trout, but I don't even know if they're in that pond. It might not be high enough. May have never been stocked. Honestly, it might just be that cattle rancher that put bass and bluegill in his pond. Have something to catch when he comes up here to work. So catch you on the flip side.